This is on page 195.
So if you know them, can you continue on and copy it?
Yeah. But I'd rather if you just looked up for now. We'll pick a few sums and we'll do them together. I think it's the best thing. Right, the first part. How many equations am I using? I'm using 2 equations. And that's why it's called a simultaneous equation. 2 equations at the same time. In the second part, I'm only going to use 1 equation. Right, the first thing you should think of is add. I look up. If I add the x's, I get 2x. And if I add these, I actually get 0y. Which also means we also use the word they cancel each other out. Is equal to 12. 2 times x is equal to 12. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. X is equal to 6. That's the first half part of it done. In my answer, x comes first and y comes second. X is equal to 6. So remember, if you're finding a point on a xy grid, in an xy graph, you need the x and the y, don't you, to find the point? So we found the x, we need to find the y. So that's where the second part comes in. But the second part is we don't need the 2 equations, we only need 1. So we'll just choose the equation that looks easier to use. The first one looks easier because it's got a plus. To me, that looks easier. So we'll choose one of the equations. So we choose the top one. X plus y is equal to 9. Look, we know what x is. So what we do is replace x with 6. Yeah, because x is equal to 6 now. We know that. 6 plus what is equal to 9? 6 plus y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3. Okay, so the coordinates that we're looking for is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 6, 3. That's where the 2 lines, this line equation and this line equation, that's where they cross each other. Okay?
Yeah.
You can see it there. That's where they cross each other. Right. We'll try another one. We'll try question 4. Just keep looking up because this is a slightly different one. 3x plus y is equal to 7. Now we have x plus y is equal to 5. Alright, if we go and add this time, just look up. If we go and add, the first thing you do again is add. If we go and add straight away, we get 4x plus 2y is equal to 12. Did anything cancel? That means, did anything become 0?
No.
X or 0 y? Right. So we take a step back.
Could you not cancel the 2 y's at the start before you do that?
That's what we have to do now. We need to change one of them, either the top one to a minus y or the bottom one to a minus y. So we can do that. We'll change the bottom one to a minus y. And you can do that by multiplying by minus 1. When you multiply by minus 1, you have to multiply the whole bottom row. Looking over here, by minus 1. So, plus 1x times minus 1, minus x. Times minus 1, times minus 1. So that's what multiplying by minus 1 does. It changes all of the signs. Now if we go and add, if we add now, we've got, so 3x is 2x, 1y minus 1y is 0y, so that's 0 means they've cancelled, is equal to 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 times what is equal to 2? 1. X is equal to 1. So that's the first bit done. We found out x and y. X is equal to 1. have to find y. So what do we do now? Choose the top one of the equations for the second part of the sum. We found x, we need to find the y coordinate. So we write down 3x plus y is equal to 7. We know that x is equal to 1, so we replace x with 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus what is equal to 7? Leo? 4. Y is equal to 4. Now these two lines cross at 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's x and y. These two lines cross at that point. 1, 4. Right, one other example. Question 10.
You try this one.
2x, I'll let you try one now in a minute, is equal to minus 8, and x plus 2y is equal to 6. First thing we do is try to add and see what happens. We get 3x plus 1y is equal to minus 2. That's no good, nothing cancelled, nothing became 0 x or 0 y. So we take a step back. Now we say to ourselves, well, what can we do?
Minus y we can divide by 3.
If we want, there's a minus and a plus there, so they're handy. So there's a 2y, this is a 1y. So what are we going to do? Multiply,
Divide by 2.
which one?
Multiply by 2. Minus 1.
Multiply the top one, the top line by 2. So that'll make this one. So multiply that by 2, get 4x. Multiply minus 1 by 2, minus 2y. Multiply minus 8 by 2, minus 16. Okay, that's done. So now we add 4x plus x, 5x. They add up to 0y, so they cancel. And then we've got minus 6 plus 6 is minus 10. 2 times what is equal to minus 10?
2 times 5. 2 times minus 5.
5 times what is equal to minus 10?
5 times minus 2.
Minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. Now we choose the first bit of the sum is done.
The bottom line is easy.
X is equal to minus 2. The bottom line is easier. We'll choose the bottom line to do the second part of the sum. X plus 2y is equal to 6. We know that x is equal to minus 2. So replace x with minus 2. What we can do is remove the minus 2 across. Comes plus 2. 6 plus 2 is
8.
8. 2 times what is equal to 8? 2 times
4.
4. So y is equal to 4. Okay, so these two lines cross at minus 2, 4 on the xy grid.